do you care to talk about like how this was for you? And you've been agonizing over the decision for a long time.
Manny, I've had Warriors officials asking me, so Slater going to go to ESPN? It's been an issue. People have heard about it. It's a big deal.
So let's hear it from your lips.
Hear it from Slater. Well, first, let's just say this is Anthony Slater's goodbye episode on Warriors Plus Minus after years and years. MT and I welcomed him into the Warriors Plus Minus family. What was this, like 18, 19, somewhere in there? It was a pandemic. I think it might have been pandemic. 2020, well, I forget now. It's a blur.
Yeah, well, I would almost. So we had all 82 and
that's right.
Plus Minus separately, and then we just at some point decided to fuse them together. I don't remember exactly.
It made sense. It made some sense to do that. By the way, I don't know why we were doing two different ones, but Anthony Slater is at ESPN or is going to ESPN, and he is leaving the Athletic, but most importantly, he's leaving Warriors Plus Minus. With all good love, all appreciation. It's been many good years, Slater, but gonna miss you. I know Marcus is gonna miss you.
Hey, so have you been to Bristol? You've done the whole ESPN thing?
I have not been to Bristol, no.
You got to get in. You got to, everybody who goes, they got to go there and stand in front of that old sign and take the photo.
And put it on Instagram.
Yeah, you got to do that. You got to do that.
All right, maybe first East Coast trip of the year.
Take AJ with you. Do you care to talk about like how this was for you? And you've been agonizing over the decision for a long time.
Manny, I've had Warriors officials asking me, so Slater going to go to ESPN? I was like, I don't know. It's kind of up to him. I mean, it's been an issue. People have heard about it. It's a big deal.
So let's hear it from your lips.
Hear it from Slater.
Man, I feel like Kevon Looney. You brought him on and grilled him, and you got him aggregated, cooking Steve Kerr. Yeah, I mean, I have been agonizing over it for since mid-season, I'd say, early mid-season. But I just came to the decision it was the best move career-wise, and made it right around during the finals. I think I made the decision.
So you're still doing the Warriors. You're going to mostly do the
Warriors. I'll be heavy Warriors.
Yeah.
I'm still going to be located around the Warriors a ton. And,
maybe some King stories.
Some Thunder. You got to get on
Thunder. Yeah. I mean, NBA reporter, you kind of go where the energy is. I mean, and there's going to be a lot of energy on the end of the Steph Curry era, however many years that is. So there's no reason to venture too far away from that, as you guys can completely understand. So, I'll be around the Warriors a ton.
When I remember when Bud Geraci set up dinner with me, you, and Courtney Cronin. Like when he first was coming to the
was that in San Jose?
16? Yeah.
Was that the I wasn't there at this thing. Was that the young gathering of the young
recruitment dinner?
It wasn't there because it was like, I don't do recruiting.
Yeah, TK was like, I'm not recruiting anybody.
I was basically gone from the Mercury News.
Except I'm not recruiting anybody. That's what was your imagination at that point? Is this all crazy to you to think? Did you know you'd end up here eventually, or is this kind of a wild? We've gone through a dynasty since then.
Because I would remember the summer of 16. Durant obviously goes to the Warriors, and I was thinking the Thunder was going to hit like really fast forward on the rebuild then. And I remember there was like a Washington Wizards job open at the Washington Post, and I wanted to move to the East Coast. And that was my idea to go there. But Durant going to the Warriors, and immediately Bud Geraci contacted me saying that he wanted me to cover it was so appealing, because I remember thinking at the time, I did not want to go home. I did not want to go back to California at the time. But it was like, it felt very 96 Bulls to me. I'm like, you're going to go cover the Washington Wizards instead of the 96 Bulls? And that would have been
a wild decision.
I'm not the type of person that like has 10-year plans and 5-year plans and vision boards and all that. So I'm not going to say I envisioned exactly where everything was going, but it was definitely like, I should probably go be around that team, and that will probably help my career. So
I I thought you're meaning Geraci Thompson Kawakami is the Bulls.
That turned that I'm not gonna say that was on my Durant, Curry, Draymond vision board that I'm talking about, but it turned out to be. We knew right away.
I've said this before, and it's got me thinking like this because I was interviewed about this when the news broke that the Mercury News group that turned into the Athletic Bay Area group. It was like you, me, and Marcus. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it, and it's going to be arrogant. It's like about the best basketball coverage that there's been on a local team, and we knew it at the time. That's what Marcus and I were going. Like that's when the Athletic was talking to us. Like we can just take this. Can we just take this and start something with this? And it was, like people would read about this team at a very high level with the three of us, and then we had Danny LaRue. We had Ethan Strauss joining us at the Athletic, and it's like, this is how you do it. And I think us three, this group right here, at least for me, and I'm pretty sure for MT, was the beginning of it. And I do feel a little nostalgic about it.
I don't know. I feel like all y'all left me, so
you're the one.
I'm gonna have this moment, but I'm about to go to therapy or something because clearly it's me, Slater.
It's you.
Clearly it's me. Everybody else finds other jobs.
You're good for a short time. You're not good for a long time. Tell me how the Bontemps thing happened. It just kind of started appearing.
You're talking about the stock report?
Yeah, like it was all of a sudden these things were showing up like post game. He was at the Washington Post, right? He was out here. This is when he was parked.
Yeah, they moved him out here.
That's the beginning of the end. That's where he started doing TV.
There you go. That's like Slater's got a taste of it.
Well,
the Bontemps life started.
Yeah, especially at that point, I was like very much interested in like upping the multimedia aspect of what I did.
Was that before we had that TV show at the Merc? Was that after? Or whatever. Remember we used to do videos for the Merc after the game?
Oh, I get that's right. That's just for the playoffs, right? Just for the playoffs.
And then there was a show.
Yeah, Courtney hosted a little bit, if I remember correctly. And by the way, the producer of that is now the
boss
running the Mercury News. But let Slater tell a story. The stock report was something.
No,
it wasn't.
Yeah,
no, I was curious.
You know how Strauss tries to blame me for what
the video.
I started taking videos of scrums.
I thought he was crediting you.
Blame, credit, however you want to describe it. But
infamy.
So I mean, there were, especially at that time, I was definitely trying to find different ways to multimedia, particularly Twitter, because it was exploding at the time. And I sat next to Bontemps a lot during those Oracle games. And, you would be shocked to hear he had like takes on how the season was going, like JaVale McGee's performance on any given night.
Not Bontemps.
I gotta sit this guy. What do I know with this guy?
So we started I just with my phone post game, like right when the game would end, you have like a little 10 to 15 minute buffer before the coach starts, where if you're just letting the fans filter out, it was like a free little 5 minutes where we would be sitting next to each other. Game would end. I would just put up my phone, like selfie mode, 2-minute video. You could only go I think it was 220 on Twitter. So we knew that we had to be quick with it. And for some reason, I don't remember exactly how we thought of it, stock up, stock down. But yeah, we put out the stock report, and it's weird to say, but yeah, like it kind of did catch on. We'd have Warriors people, league people tell us they were watching. And it was such at the early age of the idea that you could do a video type thing and put it on social media.
I'm realizing how this all started when we just merged them. You would have us on all 82, right? That's what it is.
Yeah.
Marcus and I would appear on all 82. Like, what the hell are we doing with two different podcasts? We're appearing on this thing anyway. Might as well just merge the idea of it. And I give you credit for that because it gave more kind of game feeling to plus minus, right? The locker room. And I think MT and I felt that. This was good. And I always say this, what I love about Warriors plus minus, and which in fact I'm trying to do with 49ers plus minus with Barros, is we're in the locker room, or you're in the locker room on the road. What does it feel like? What are the players really looking like? What is their facial expression? What Steve Kerr, is he happy? Is he angry? And I think you brought that really intensely to this show, which was a little different. MT and I were doing just fine, but that part of it I think was really important. And did you feel that? Did you feel like that's what you were bringing to this?
I just I was really I'm about to kill my current self, but my work ethic at the time was like really high. There's a reason we titled it All 82. I was basically putting pressure on myself to actually do 82, and I would love to go back to that second season. I think I might have done 82.
It was close.
No,
It was
yeah,
close.
It's close.
I
Like
was
back
close.
to some of those back to backs.
I
I've
think it
got.
might
But
have
I
been-
would do, I
Yeah.
would do like road beat writers, paper, newspaper, right? Like I would just find somebody at the time. But I didn't necessarily think of it the way that you framed it. But yeah, I mean, like that was definitely what I was trying to bring to the coverage. I coming over to cover that team, and we just mentioned Bontemps being there, and there were so many different national writers, y'all, local writers, bigger market, stars everywhere, stars I didn't know. Right, I knew KD, but I didn't know the other stars at the time. I just felt a high level of pressure to just produce, make some type of imprint, and I think part of that was just like flooding the zone with content, and that included like a podcast every game. And I guess it materialized into that.
It's been real. Appreciate having you on the pod. It was dope working with you for whatever 9 years.
Going to be tough shoes to fill. Tough shoes to fill. I don't know if we're going to. MT, I don't know if we want to talk about it right now, but I'm not 100% sure how we do it.
I don't know. I don't know if anybody's worthy. They got to convince me.
Yeah, it's going to be different. I think the show's going to be a little different. That's okay.
We need to just get people online to come on as guests. We should do like a contest. So, I mean, you make a good take, you get 10 minutes on. That would be a disaster.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
But
I actually vote for that. That's what I want.
Might be chaos. Might be chaos. The good guy.
I am not doing that. But
come on, man, you got to be with the people sometimes.
MT loves the chaos. He does love the chaos, and I like a little more structure. And like I'm the one like, what are we gonna do? What time we're gonna do it? Who we're gonna set up? I'm gonna set up the link, but we'll figure. We'll get some chaos involved in this. We will do some chaos. We haven't figured it out yet. Marcus is still emotional about the departure. So
I am too. You just can't tell as much. I will miss this dynamic. I'm not gonna rediscover it. Oh no, here we go. I feel like I'm in an Oscar speech right now.
MT.
It's ready to queue up.
MT. I'll say just because Ryan Glassbill asked me about this. I hadn't really thought of it. It was like the end of the Athletic Bay Area, and I don't know if Slater, you want to take. Say you had your departure is signaling this, but then some people it did, like it did to him, and it was in the story, and I'm quoted about it. And I do maybe more. I'm more nostalgic about this now than when I left, is because I left was my own thing, and I'm just thinking I just got to go somewhere new that wanted me. That was what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking this is the end of the Bay Area, Athletic Bay Area. But like, do you have any nostalgia about those days? Slater, and what?
Yeah, again, I would probably flip it and say when you left, it felt more like the end of the era because you
see how he's just trying to make it like it was nothing.
Well,
I left. I mean, if we're really just talking Athletic Bay Area, Tim and
you
then,
killed
obviously
it
with Marcus.
It was you, TK. You killed it.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I mean he was the architect of the actual Athletic Bay Area when it was if it felt like it was Bay Area coverage. I would say for the last few years, I've definitely shifted my mindset into NBA, including national. You guys love to kill me. I covered the Lakers in the bubble. I've done plenty of Kings. What do you call me? Slaker at one point. I think
I did not say that either.
That was Strauss. There was some type of Sacramento nickname. The retracing back to the Thunder, I'm sure, has been referenced about 580 times over the last few years. I've kind of taken my mindset a little bit away from I view my career going towards just NBA in general. Whereas I do think I'm very grateful for the Athletic Bay Area time, but I did feel like, Tim's departure was kind of, at least I can see why you would see it flip side, but I view your departure as kind of maybe the end of that era. And it was unbelievable. It was, in my opinion, a launching pad for myself, but also for, I think a lot of other people. Just that idea and also the execution of the Athletic Bay Area, because I think we came in with ambitions on what it was going to be, and I think we even surpassed our own.
Yeah, I agree. And I think we hired the right people. That's what I think. that was like, you're starting it. What do you want? How do you start a brand new thing with the best people? Well, you hire this person, this person, this person, and I think that's what happened. You can judge some people at the Athletic at the time can judge it differently, and that's why it's not there anymore. But I think it proved itself statistically, it proved itself journalistically. And I am I was not nostalgic when I left. I really was. I've been nostalgic as I was leaving, maybe, because I knew I was going. Like, I knew I was going. It was just going to matter of where it was going to be. So I didn't get nostalgic when it happened. I like to go to a new thing and do the new thing. But as we lose the major pieces, as the place loses, then I start feeling about it. And the decisions Marcus and I made, and the people we made it with, that starts to be feeling like I start getting a little thoughtful about it. All right, everybody. Slater, been great doing the show with you.